How's it going, everyone? Seems like a lot of you guys are getting very excited for Helldivers 2's release in just a few days, 48 hours away from the official release of the game, depending on when you're watching this video. It might be a little sooner, and we do have a new PlayStation blog post illustrating some things, a story recap. Free post-launch story updates have been confirmed as well, so that's exciting. We know that free content updates are going to be coming for this game. It is a $40 release, $60 for the Super Citizen Edition. It is a live service game in the sense that there are going to be microtransactions in the game. I'll go over that as well. Look, I'm super excited for the game. Loved Helldivers 1, but when we see microtransactions, you know that gets me a little bit curious, to say the least. I mean, we just had the release of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, and that game got quite a bit of pushback for its live service elements, but Helldivers 2 is a totally different game in the sense that it's a multiplayer-focused title, and it's built to be a multiplayer-focused title, whereas Suicide Squad, it was a Rocksteady game, and Rocksteady had done Batman Arkham prior to this. Nonetheless, let's talk all about Helldivers 2 in this video. Super excited for the release in just a couple days. Again, we have a story recap, and the official PlayStation blog post notes this: the Helldivers universe is one of noble soldiers' heroic deeds and heartfelt, unflinching patriotism in the face of giant acid-spewing bug monsters. Yes, there is a comedic tone to Helldivers, so if you've never played Helldivers 1, just know there's a lot of comedy attached to it as well, which does really complement the chaotic nature of the game. Stephen Flowers, game writer over at Arrowhead, noted, "I personally love writing for the game with opportunities for comedy, and that doesn't take itself too seriously. I hope I can find a game like that soon." If you want to catch up with the story of Super Earth and her valiant defenders before Helldivers 2 launches on February 8th, read on. Plus, we share the first news that the story will continue in post-launch's Helldivers 2 update. So, since Helldivers, they note this: Helldivers 2 takes place a century after the events of the first game, with Super Earth having emerged victorious against its adversaries, the deadly bug-like creatures, the grotesque cyborgs, and the inscrutable Illuminates. With its foes vanquished and the Galactic War won, an era of peace and prosperity ensued. The Helldivers Super Earth's elite task force were dismissed. The same faster-than-light travel technology historically liberated that gave Super Earth access to the galaxy has since been used to colonize it. The post continues why Super Earth need to. In a shocking turn of events, they have broken free of their farms and begun spreading throughout the galaxy. The Super Earth armed forces have been struggling to quarantine them on their farm planets, but are stretched thin. So when a mysterious new enemy enters the fray, Super Earth has no choice but to mobilize the Helldivers once again. The automatons are fully mechanized soldiers of a kind never seen before, but their emblem is eerily familiar. It is up to you now, Helldiver, to don your cape and take back Super Earth's colonies once and for all. You'll be fighting these vile, freedom-hating foes on two fronts as Super Earth works to implement a solution to the Scourge. Doing your part as the Helldivers battle the foes of Super Earth, you will not only change the face of the galaxy, but the course of its history. Super Earth will issue global, time-sensitive, major orders challenging all players to work together to achieve large-scale goals, essentially, you know, quest-based objectives, the outcome of which will shape the story going forward, meaning the story is not something that happens to players, but something the players themselves have to actively make happen. Flowers, game writer, notes, what's unique about the story of Helldivers 2 is that it's driven by the player community. Planning for that is a huge challenge. We have what we think will happen, but we ultimately can't control what the players will do, which as a player, I find cool, but as a writer, I find really scary. As for the story ahead, all I can say is that the galaxy will look very different a few months from now than it does today. Can the Helldivers pull together to defend vital strategic outposts against overwhelming numbers, or complete grand story missions before another faction makes their move? Not only time, but the blood, sweat, and mangled bodies of Helldivers will tell. Kind of interesting how they're handling the narrative structure of this game, where it's going to develop as players play the game, but that's also an exciting twist for it, so interested to see how that plays out. They also note the continuing war. Super Earth's struggle for supremacy doesn't end there. Your future as a Helldiver is secure. There's so much more to come as we expand the game's content offering. We're excited to confirm that as players fight in the Galactic War, they will also witness events unfold through our planned free updates. The universe of Helldivers 2 will grow and change to give our players refreshed gameplay, introducing new tools, new challenges, and new threats from all around the galaxy. Helldivers 2 released on PlayStation 5 and PC this Thursday, February 8th. Preload is available on both platforms today, so you can preload the game right now. As far as free updates, they noted on the official Discord that it'll be things like enemies, biomes, areas, quests, things of that nature will all be added, and story-based content as illustrated in this blog post. That'll be added as well. Now, updates, live service elements, that does get into a little bit of murky territory in the sense that that does worry people, myself included, and Helldivers 2 will in fact be a game that will have microtransactions As noted on Gaming Bolt, Arrowhead Game Studios' Helldivers 2 is out, and the developer has confirmed microtransactions. It's also adopting a different take on Battle Pass and premium currency with Warbonds. The game director called them a unique type of live service and equivalent to getting a treasure chest full of toys. Warbond provides multiple pages of unlockable content, and there are premium versions to unlock with super credits. Those are bought with real money, but you can also earn super credits in-game by exploring points of interest in missions. The first Warbond, Helldivers Mobilize, will be free for all players, while Steel Veterans is a premium Warbond included in the Super Citizen Edition. That's what you're getting with the premium edition of the game, and it is $20 more expensive than the base game. The base game is $40 and the premium edition is $60, so quite the discrepancy in terms of price point there. And upon receiving a Warbond, medals earned from missions, completing objectives, and exploration are used to unlock new items. But unlike a typical Battle Pass, Warbonds won't go away, and this is not a pay-to-win FOMO-driven system. Instead, the gear in Warbonds just keeps accumulating. We will not retire earlier Warbonds as new ones are released, so that's at least good. And it seems like they are trying to stay away from the microtransactions getting too heavy and it just going full pay to win. And it is a $40 game. It's not a full $60 or $70 game. That's why I had a major issue with Suicide Squad. The fact is, Suicide Squad is a $70 release, $100 for the deluxe edition. Still, I'm not crazy about live service, but want to see how it's implemented into the full game before, you know, I give my full judgment. And live service, you can interpret that in a myriad of different ways. Any game that gets consistent updates, even free, that is still a live service because it's live and the service is being offered. Helldivers 2 will offer free updates. That makes it a live service. That's not necessarily a bad thing that the game is going to get perpetual free updates. And I think for the majority of people, you're going to play this game no problem at $40 and not spend a dime on it. If you want to get a little bit more invested with the Warbonds, you can do that. But remember, you can also earn the super credits by just playing the game as well. So we'll see how that's ultimately realized in the game, and then I'll have my full assessment on that. But Helldivers 2 officially releases February 8th. Super excited about it. $40 price tag. You can get a little bit cheaper on PC if you're looking to buy it from other e-tailers, and you'll get a Steam key. You guys know how the game is played. Preload available right now on PlayStation 5 and Steam. Obviously, no PlayStation 4 release. Excited to move on to next generation, if I'm perfectly honest with you guys. Remember to jump on your PlayStation 5 ahead of the February 8th release date. Do preload the game. That is live right now as I'm recording this video. The preload is live. Get started on that, as it will be a sizable install. And just excited to see you guys out there. Really happy to see that the interest for this game has ramped up a lot. You know, going back to my videos back in June of last year where I thought the game got snubbed for the positioning on the PlayStation Showcase, where they showed Fair Game instead of Helldivers 2. They should have opened up that show with Helldivers 2, but I'm not trying to be a broken record with that. It is what it is. Looks like there's a healthy level of interest for the game going into its release. And who knows, maybe Sony was knowing what they were doing the whole time. Look, I don't think it would have made a difference. I think it just would have made it better if Helldivers 2 got that slot. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.